Hey everyone, so today we're going to do a fun little tutorial on a baby pink smoky eye look. Now every single girl needs to know how to do a smoky eye, and what I'm going to show you today, as you can see, I have one eye done, one eye not done obviously. It is just one of those things that if you've never put makeup on your face before, this is so easy and anybody can do it no matter who you are. So let me come in a little bit closer and you can see this is what we're going to be doing. We have used 3 pigments for this look, and that's even better because it makes it that more quick and easy. And I did leave my lashes bare because we'll follow up at the end and do a little mascara as well. So let's get started. So we are actually going to be using, like I said, 3 pigments. We're going to be using Ascent, Vulnerable, which is one of my very favorites, and that is your baby pink color. And that's the one I feel like gets kind of forgotten about or something. A lot of people, I think they're afraid to use it or don't know what to do with it, but it makes the perfect smoky eye. And then lastly, we're going to use Corrupted, and that's going to be our smoked out look, and we're also going to use it as our eyeliner. So we're going to start with Innocent, and I'll show you guys. I have just a little bit. I know that light always, it never shows. You'll be able to see better in just a second when I use a little bit darker color. But I have just a little bit tapped out in my lid, and I'm going to use my brush dry. And I'm just going to get it on my brush really good and tap off any excess. Let me get my hair out of my eye here. And we're going to go ahead, and what I usually do, if you've seen my videos, I always use a light color as a highlight. So I'm going to put that under my brow area and come all the way around into the inside there. Just a little bit more. Alright, so that's easy enough, nothing to it. That's our highlighted area. And then next we're going to take Younique's Deluxe brush and we're going to apply our Vulnerable. And maybe you can see this a little bit better. I have actually way too much tapped out in my lid. I'm not going to be using even half this much. But that might be what you need possibly for 2 eyes. I don't know. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see how much I have left over. So I've got it in on my brush and I've tapped off all the excess there. And we're going to apply all over our eye. We're going to start with the lid and we're going to come all the way up to the brow bone area, just underneath my bone right there for my eyebrow. You can see this is just a really pretty soft pink color. I love this color and it's really versatile. You can do a lot of different things with it and you can pretty much pair it with just about anything, I think. Okay, come in there so you can see. Alright, so we have Vulnerable on there, and now we're going to take our crease brush by Younique and we're going to apply Corrupted. Now Corrupted is a flat black, it's a matte black. Be careful with this color because it is black and it is dark, and I wear this, sometimes I apply this wet as well, and so if you apply it wet you're really going to be seeing that dark color. But I have some tapped out of my lid, again way too much. Oh, I wanted to show you really quick. That's what I had left over for Vulnerable, so I still have enough probably to do one eye right there. Close to it anyway. So I'm going to take my crease brush and I just kind of roll it into Corrupted. And I want to get the ends coated really well with it. And then make sure that you tap all your excess off because you do not want this falling on your cheeks. Alright, so we're going to take this and we're going to push the brush into our crease area and we are just going to do that area there, and we're just going to go back and forth. We are going to come around, let me come in a little bit closer, to the side as well, and we're just going to get this little area here on the end of our lashes, and we're going to smoke it out there too. And it doesn't take much. I mean, I put just a very little amount on my brush, and you want to make sure that you just kind of keep going back and forth and blending. That way it's a nice soft look. You don't want anything harsh with this look at all. This is, like I said, it's a baby pink smoky eye. Baby pink means soft. So you want everything soft here. And I'm just blending, blending, blending. I'm actually going to even take and wipe a little bit off my brush so I can blend even that much better. Let me come in where you can see a little bit. Okay, so we've got that blended. Now I will get just a tiny bit more on just the very end of that crease brush, And I'm going to run it underneath my bottom lash line just for a little bit smoky look on the bottom here. I usually just have to look up and feel what I'm doing. And sometimes I get it in my eye. So just kind of back and forth. So I apparently got more on that eye than the other eye. So I'm just going to wipe some off. Just get a little bit more there. Alright, so there we go. Making sure they're even. I'm going to blend just a tiny bit more on this area here. Alright, so now I'm going to go back and take my Deluxe brush with Vulnerable. Just get a little bit more on there, and I'm just going to run it back over my lid area to blend all that in. Okay, so the eye pigments are done for that look. Now we're just going to take our liner shader brush by Younique, and we're going to take the liner end. I have it wet. Make sure that you use rose water or tap water if you don't have rose water. And I'm just going to flip it over and coat my brush really well with Corrupted. It's exactly what we just put on our eye to smoke it out. And we're just going to draw a line. Now, I prefer to wing mine out a little bit because that's just what I've always done, and that's what I like. You don't have to. But if you do like the winged look, I'll tell you right now that this brush makes it very, very, very easy to do that. And I mean, I'm just lightly, very, very lightly going above my lash line area. Okay, how's that? All right, so lastly, we're going to do a little bit of mascara. I'm going to curl my lashes first. They're bare. If I had regular mascara on, I probably wouldn't curl them, but for several months now, I've been wearing Younique's mascara all by itself. So I just give them a little curl. Got both of my tubes ready. Excuse me. And we're going to use our transplanting gel first. And I'm just going to apply a really light coat here. I'm going to coat my lashes really, really well with it. I'm going to try to get in here where you're not seeing up my nose. It's really hard to do a mascara demo and not look up somebody's nose. I'm sure y'all appreciate that. Okay, so just a light layer. And then we're going to take our fibers while our lashes are really good and wet. And we're just going to put a light layer of fibers. Don't do like I did the very first time I got this mascara, a little over a year ago. I just like threw it on. I put so much on because I was trying to get that dramatic effect off the very first coat. I didn't know that you're supposed, less is more. You're supposed to just kind of layer it a little bit. Well, I didn't know, so I just went to town and I looked really scary. And it's a good thing I learned how to put it on. Otherwise, I wouldn't be selling it. I'm going to go back over with our transplanting gel. This step is so important. Make sure that when you go back over with your transplanting gel that you coat every single one of those lashes. The reason why is because you are sealing the fibers in. If you don't coat your lashes, your fibers have absolutely nothing to stick to, and then they're going to fall off and they'll be on your face. And nobody wants that. I didn't bring my lash comb in here. If you guys have a lash comb, I use mine pretty often. That is a great tool to have, and you can just get any weird fibers out or any clumps that you may have. Like I've got one little weird fiber here. I'm just going to actually pinch it off. And I'm going to let that dry for just a second. I'm going to go back over one more time. My lashes are really, really thin. I don't have great lashes at all. Like, they're nothing to get excited over. So sometimes I will put 2 coats on. If I'm just going to work, I just usually do 1 because it definitely gives me more lashes than I ever, could have even imagined having with regular mascara. But this is the weekend, so I'm thinking I want 2. Why not, right? Okay, I'm actually going to let that sit, or let it dry for a second. It's good whenever you put your fibers on just to let it dry for maybe 10 to 15 seconds and then seal with your transplanting gel. Okay, so we are sealing with our transplanting gel here. And that is all. There we go. And then the last thing I do is just put a little bit of gel on my lower lash line. I don't typically do fibers there because I'm not that good. And it's usually not pretty if I try. I usually have them all over the place. Now, if you're good, go for it. It does take some practice. I just do a really light layer. Okay, I'm trying to see. It's kind of hard to see. I don't know if I have them on my face or not. Again, it's always weird when you're putting it on for other people. You're always worried about what you're saying and what you're doing and trying to make sure you make sense. And you don't really pay attention to if you have fibers on your face. So anyway, that's it. So I want to come in a little bit closer so you guys can see. That is our baby pink smoky eye. I'm not sure if I got it blended completely well. I would probably work on it a little bit more. But that gives you an idea, how easy it is. It took 3 colors, a little bit of mascara, and you can have a really great look that's going to take you from daytime to nighttime. Thank you so much for watching, and please make sure that you like and subscribe. Bye!